Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's another randomizer day. Gonna just run probably like the normal stuff. Still haven't made any updates to it, include the support passives. Although I could now that I've maxed out the Starlight Tree, but anyways, let's see what it ends up being. You can only damage floor bosses with attacks hitting at least one weakness. Okay, this is an interesting one, so we actually gotta pay attention to weaknesses for specifically the floor bosses. Seems like a fun one. We've got 7 Faust, base Ryoshu, base Merceau, Magic Bullet Otis, Liu Gregor, and Shi Ishmael. Pretty good units overall. And I mean, if nothing else, we do have a Blind Obsession, so, you know, that's something. But yeah, give me a minute to set up this team, and then we're going to try doing a run. Alright, I've built the team, so we've got everything as stated there. Started with Tremor Ego Gifts. I'll shrink this down a little bit. And because the only Tremor Burst on our team is Merceau, barring, you know, Tremor Burst from Egos and whatever, which means not exactly a great idea to focus around, so I decided to, you know, I just went with Nixie Divergence and Blood, Sweat, and Tears, because Blood, Sweat, and Tears gives us a benefit anyways, and it is technically a Tremor for some reason. I guess just because it benefits from Tremor. Makes enough sense, I suppose, although not that much. And then, of course, Team Order, Faust, you, and you. And we can send it now. Hopefully I remember the pre-scripts. Once again, I've kind of had bad luck with that. I'm very lucky that, you know, I haven't been executed by proxy for, you know, my mistakes. Yeah, for normal fights, you can just do whatever. It's only bosses that we need to worry about weaknesses. First floor boss, it means we're gonna have to, like, block or whatever whenever we're actually attacking him, like, whatever the boss is with, I guess whatever, like, the main boss is for floor bosses. For the other floors, it's abnos, I'll stick to weaknesses only. But, like, for the first floor boss, it's a normal fight, so I've only got, you know, so much power. So I'm just gonna make sure I always hit the main guy with correct stuff. Where is it? Here we go. Throw that on screen. Hopefully I remember to look at it. We'll see. Knowing me, probably not. Just need to remember about it. I need to be careful with how much I talk about random garbage on the side. Because that's what always ruins me. I'll just be talking about, you know, something completely unrelated, and then, you know, it distracts me a little too much. And that leads to my demise. The hope is that that does not happen here. Isn't that right? Oh, that's unfortunate. We hit Gregor there, because Gregor's weak to Pierce, so he got staggered. I guess it's my fault for using Magic Bullet Fire first fight. You know, the fight where we've got 0 sanity to start out with, and therefore it's very likely for us to hit our own allies with Magic Bullet Fire. Oh well, we'll just make sure she clashes a little bit with her random stuff, and then we'll be able to freely shoot bullets wherever we want. We do get a Magic Bullet Fire next turn. Maybe you get enough sanity back to probably be fine. Oh no, you're not clashing, that's right, yeah. Because you're slow. Well, if you do manage to clash with Magic Bullet Fire, then it will be safe, but otherwise, it will just hit allies. Which would not be good. That's for sure. Okay, you are first, though, but I don't want you to shoot allies, and you're going to shoot allies if we have you use it here. So I'm going to actually be smart for once and not shoot Magic Bullet in a time when I don't need to shoot it. Yada yada, all that boring stuff. I'll be responsible. It's a good idea to do on occasion. Think a little bit. As fun as it is to not think. Yeah, as per usual, the support passives I did just throw on random people. I did the other 6 sinners are just random identities that I had at full bar. Although, maybe before next week I'll try and actually implement my ideas to, you know, actually make it all 12. And then just only bother with egos for the main 6. Something like that. Since I no longer care about Starlight too much, although I do care about it a little bit, but not enough for me to feel like I need to, you know, worry about it for the entire team, right? Tell this guy the truth. Charge is very useful for us. Eh. Let's see, what do we want to synergize around? We could try synergizing around the Tremor if we wanted to have Merso do something. I think that's a no. We can give Ryoshi another skill 3. Honestly, I'll take that. She's a fun ID. We'll take the hammer. What else do we want? I'll take the Mars Fortune, yeah, sure. Is there another status check we've got a decent bit of? We've got 2 burn IDs. We do have 2 poise IDs, we've got 1 tremor, and we've got, who am I forgetting? I don't know what I'm saying. 2, 1 rupture, that's it. 1 rupture, your rupture, your tremor, you 2 are poise, and you 2 are burn. Okay. So maybe we could find, like, something burny and take that. I'll just take Bloody Gadget. We've got Lust. That'll work. And there's a floor boss, so the actual boss itself we can only hit with weaknesses. So that means either defending if being attacked, or, egoing. So you're weak to Blunt and Gloom. So if we do attack you, it needs to be through one of those methods. And you don't have either of those. No, if you had Soda, then it would be a different story. Since Soda's Gloom, but you do not. You've got Force for Flames. You're just gonna need to evade, yeah. Everyone else can go as normal, though, because we're only gonna care for the actual human boss here. A little bit of research. Yeah, I want to make it a little smaller so that it doesn't block the damage number as much. And I just gotta hope it's readable enough. It's very low resolution in the first place, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's nigh unreadable, but that's how it is. Doesn't bother me that much. Okay, we can snag harpoon you, which does hit both your weaknesses, so we'll go for that. Vegetable fire. I guess we probably shouldn't do other mass attacks just in general right now. Just because we don't want to accidentally hit Morel as well. Oh, it's... no. That's right. It's snag harpoon. I should have just capoted since that would have hit weakness too. Right, because of how Snag Harpoon works, it targeted the backmost person. We're still not hitting Muriel with anything because we blocked with Otis, although Otis did get staggered and stagger plus from that oof. But, you know, we still haven't failed the prescript, which is, you know, a good sign. Don't always, you know, do that well with the prescripts. And you still only have a single speed slot. Otis or Ryoshi once again can't do anything. We just focus on killing everyone else this turn. We might get a random one-side attack off that that just happens anyways, and if so, I don't care. I'll try to not to hit them with, you know, accidental attacks and stuff, but it will happen on occasion. Especially when we accidentally kill someone else and the attack goes to you anyways. Okay, but we can hit you with some blunt stuff. Yeah, do both of those. And everyone else could just stockpile your attacks unless you've got something blunt for safety. Just to make sure we hit your weakness with all of our attacks here. The actual sloshing person should die pretty quickly, especially with Fluid Sac going on. And Fluid Sac will also heal us a little bit, so that's nice. Oh, that attack. Okay, that's fine. They really should have just had that attack, you know, sloshing person, but you know, it's because of how clashes work, all that sort of stuff. That's fine. That's fine, just a random other attack. It wasn't intentional, so I don't care. Will Merso be able to kill this guy? He's using 2 skill 2s, I believe, and his skill 2s do, like, nothing, so the answer is yes, actually. I was preparing to say no. He did it against all odds. Good job, Base Merso. Really, one of the best IDs out there. I'll take the stake. Sure, for the defense level on single coins. We've got some single coin stuff on our team, so that works. And we'll go this way. Okay, you guys. We can meet Magic Bolt Fire, might as well, even if they do resist it. We've got a little Pride Resonance going on, nothing too special, but it's something. Nice. Okay, yeah, that really did a lot of damage, huh? That's just how it is, Magic Bullet Otis sometimes. She kind of needs to be able to build up those bullets, so if, you know, she's only got skill 1s, a bunch of them, alongside a skill 3, like, she's never gonna get a chance to build up magic bullets. Her skill 1's good, though, so I'm not that bothered. We've got a lot of slash checks going off this turn, so we should be able to kill a lot of these guys here. And the blood attacks they're neutral to, if nothing else, so they're still pretty fine. Just Pierce that they resist. Yeah, 2 left. 2 to go. And we slice and dice with the dissect targets, that's for sure. We're slicing and dicing both of them with dissect targets, which is doing a lot of damage. Kill the top guy, bottom guy is basically dead. The ignition kills. Oh, it didn't because you got tails. Okay. Well, I should have killed. Merceau finished the job instead because, as aforementioned, base Merceau, truly the GOAT. That's my GOAT right there. Okay. Blunt weak fight. As is one of the main damage types, so it makes sense. Sure, it makes sense that we're seeing a blunt, you know, dealer in a game where blunt is one of the 3 types of damage. Shh. I don't know what I'm saying. That's outbeat. That's outbeat. Oh, my thumb's bleeding. Huh. Genuinely not the slightest clue as to how that happened. Like, it's like dry blood by now, but it was bleeding at some point. That's interesting. Wonder what happened. No way to know, I suppose. Gotta accept that that's how it is. It's catching my eye. It's fairly red. Oh well. Looking at the actual game itself, we are killing these guys. Yeah, nice. You do not stand a chance against the pure power of Liu Kruger. What a great guy. What a swell fellow. What a wholesome molesome. We get double events now, so lobotomy pack. Throw that on. And you, alright. We'll take the thing. 50-50 for you. Unlucky. Oh, it's healing. Okay. That's good to know. If you fail that check, you still do just get a positive reward. It's a pretty minor thing, but 25 healing, 25 SP. Could definitely matter in certain circumstances, in certain, you know, bad situations. Okay, but here we gotta make use of weaknesses, so Slash, Gloom, and Wrath are our necessities. So we've got that there. That hits both. Actually got a lot of Slash, a lot of Wrath, so, you know, it works pretty well. You can't do anything here, though, especially because you don't have egos, so you're just gonna have to block this entire fight. You do have a Gloom skill, though, that you could draw. You just can't do anything this turn, right? Like, what is skill 3 is Gloom, I think? So that's the only thing he can do that actually can attack enemies thanks to the prescript we've got. Very fitting we've got a 7 fixer for the sake of a weakness exploitation run. Since that is, you know, their entire, gimmick. They love exploiting weaknesses. Yes, Slash, Gloom, Wrath. Slash... Wrath. Slash... You can't do anything unless you wanted to ADD, but I don't see that much of a need. And you also can't do anything, so you guys are just gonna block. Just kind of randomly do. I could have them actually block against something, but meh. Rather just get some damage in. We're clashing everything, so I'm not too concerned. Those two are just kind of just gonna be chilling. Nice. Rat skills are also great for phlebotomy. Okay, so that one's near death. I think probably both the top two are enraged now, yeah. I didn't check how many instincts they have, but given how we tried to attack both of them 3 times. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. You finish that guy off. You finish that guy off. Then we do some clashing. You can't do anything this turn, that's fine. You could do something this turn, but it's a little risky, so... that works. We'll have you block, and then Merso can just think about blocking. That works. Okay. That one's almost staggered. To get some attacks off. We lose some sanity on Otis, but we gain a bullet, you know, could be funny. She takes a lot of damage, but she's still doing fine enough. Okay, we've got profiling, that's good. And you can't do anything. You can do this. You can do this. You can actually use Deku here. And you can't do anything, actually, alright. Well, profiling alone should just finish the job, or at least not finish the job as much as, you know, stagger. Which does finish the job, because we've got enough attacks queued up that you're not going to have much of a chance. Yeah, I think Ryoshu just can straight up finish the job with the splatter. Right, especially because it does 30% more damage against targets that have already taken damage this turn. And guess what? That guy had already taken damage that turn. Believe it or not. Trim, no. We're taking moths. I guess... it shouldn't change anything, right? The actual, like, buffing enemy resistances should not matter at all, because enemies that are weak to a Sin Affinity are still going to be equally weak to it if their resistance is 0.1 better, you know? That can't change, like, the threshold enough. If there was, like, if there were enemies that had, like, 1.1 resistance to things, then we'd be in a little bit of trouble for some bosses, because, you know, we'd actually have to care about which thing we took at the end of second floor to see which ones we can actually, like, maintain, but no. I think, what was it? Was it? Ambling Pearl had, like, some weird resistances, right? It had, like, 1.2s or something. 0.8s, like... I think it had some, like, kind of weird resistances here and there. I don't remember for sure, though. Might be mistaken in something. I don't know. Just sounds about right to me. So who knows? Okay. Looks good. Double brush stroking. These guys are neutral to the slashing. That's good. She's doing another one, of course. Should be able to stagger this guy. Excellent. And we just keep on hitting weaknesses. Ooh, Merso stagger. The goat. And yeah, they're all fairly low here. They get some healing because they're K-Corp units, but it will not help them by the end, I do not think. I guess the boss we get could definitely be rough depending on what their weaknesses are. I think something like Trash Crab could be pretty rough. I mean, we've got some Pierce, but we do not have a lot of Pierce. We really want something that's weak to Slash. Something like, you know, like Papa Bongi we'd be able to do pretty well against. And we do have a fair focus on a couple sins, so hopefully that'll be good. Hopefully we'll have enough sins of that type to actually hit the enemy a decent bit of times. It is Alleyway Watchdog, whose resistances are weird, I believe, so I don't know. A fiery down, sure. We actually don't have any burn count on the team. Do we? That's not great. We'll take another magic bullet fire, though, because that's funny. And we'll keep on moving forwards. Yeah, let's go straight ahead. I was gonna go for the rest stop, but I don't really need to. Can someone do this? You have a 25% chance. Not good enough. Okay. Talisman Sinclair, better known as Vermont, got punched. That's fine. I just need to press skip there. I keep on getting, overconfident. Like, oh yeah, there's not gonna be a lot of text boxes after, in between two different options. But there is. Just need to skip against the, oxidization dimensional variant. Dimensional oxidization variant, that's what it's called. That's the one. As opposed to the dimensional refraction variant, which is the LobCorp version that is an aberration of. Well, crab time. There was one kind of rough clash here. I think it was the Faust one, yeah. Really should not go for rough clashes against the crabs of all things, because they do love their mass attacks. Lucky that was an enemy that doesn't use a mass attack, although it is the one that inflicts Pierce Fragility next turn, although it's still bugged, so it's actually Pierce Fragility this turn, so it's not that big of a deal. That was a lot of, catches, but that's how it is. Nice. Okay. Yeah, some more neutrals here. That's hitting a 3 target. That's hitting a 5 target. Might want to ego some of those just for safety. We've got a lot of resources. I took coffee and cranes, yeah? Yeah, I did. Couldn't remember if I did or if I decided against it for the bit, but I did take it, so that is something to keep in mind. We do have a lot of resources thanks to just having a decent bit of lust attacks on this team, therefore being able to fuel coffee and cranes a bunch. Rude. A little bit damaged, a little bit of rupture, not a lot though, since we can't actually focus on rupture too well with this team. The tremor is notable at least. Could have taken Green Spirit or something at some point, I think. Might have been a good choice. I feel like I saw Green Spirit at some point. That might have been the one starting E-gift I didn't go with though. I think that my options might have been Green Spirit, Nixie Divergence, and Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and I think I did not bother with the Green Spirit because I wanted the stuff that was a little more applicable. Oh, it is getting staggered a lot. Guess it's just one of those identities, Makes enough sense. Doesn't exactly seem like the tankiest of identities, even if Magic Bullet is fairly tanky in LobCorp. That's just because it's a strong suit. It's not specifically tanky or anything. It's like Pirate Gregor, just there's staggers happening, and that's okay. Oh, nice. Got some one-sided on this guy in return for killing that one early. And clash with Splatter, and because the target's already taking some damage, thanks to Faust, doing a little more damage and gets the stagger. Yep, they're all dead. Good to see. Love to see it. Gregor gets the kill. We don't need to resource it too much. I'll take Golden Urn to get a little bit more cost this run. It'll only be a little bit, but it can add up. Better than more resources. We're already set on ego resources thanks to having coffee and cranes and just my general restraint when it comes to... I'm somewhat restrained when it comes to using egos. Especially at normal, I don't really need to use egos most of the time. We'll go for Magic Bullet Fire because we're going to get another one next turn, and this guy's weak to Pierce, so it'll be strongish. We love shooting bullets. If I spent the turn to just use Magic Bullet Detonate, it wouldn't be worthwhile. Because we're still probably only going to get, a single Magic Bullet Fire off in that situation. It's better just double up on it. Yeah, another Magic Bullet Fire will hit 2 enemies. Will be good. And that's all there is to say, really. Lose some sanity here, but not enough for me to, you know, get a tails or something, and double stagger with that. Good stuff. Bit of damage. Nice. And yeah, they're all staggered here, so we just attack a bunch and they fall down. Nice stuff. I like base Ryoshu a lot. She's fun. And you know, you gotta love characters who just fight with their swords still sheathed, because, you know, it's cool, it's raw. It's, you know, hinting at, you know, an even greater power that just has yet to be wielded. Okay, but now it's boss time, so we gotta worry about heavy armor again. Gotta worry about prescript, gotta exploit weaknesses to the best of our ability. Although you're weak to pride, so we could just, what are your other parts weak to, by the way? Is it like the same throughout, mostly? Trying to tell if there's any distances. Some are weak to... Okay, you two are weak to sloth, they're not all weak to sloth. They are all weak to pride and wrath, though, which is the important part, and they're all weak to slash. So that's our focus. Oh no, you're not weak to slash. Which part was that? Telepult's not weak to slash, everything else is. Head, body are weak to everything. Body, I mean, we're gonna go all in on the body, so just body, anything, pride, sloth, ideally. You know, anything works, so we don't really need to care that much. And, like I said, I will blind obsession here for the sake of the bit. I'll probably get some clashes off first, though. Yeah, this is a pretty good boss for the sake of this challenge. Can you clash against anything here? No, you can't. That's unfortunate. But it's also not necessary, so you know, I'm fine with it. You're hitting, that's fine. Your skill 2 is the Tremor Burst. It is nice to, you know, for base Merceau to be a unit with a skill 2 Tremor Burst, because, you know, works kind of well with the current, you know, Tremor meta being just spam bursts. Even if the target has, like, barely any Tremor, because you're just trying to stack the fragility from the Bell, or get the Force Stagger from, Coupled Oscillation. A lot of damage from this guy. And we're not doing a lot of damage. Okay, there we go. We're starting to do some damage now, at least. Geiger gets hit a bit. You get Deku off to build up some Tremor. Potentially get some stuff going on that front. We'll see on Tales of Light Session. Unfortunate. Oh, I should probably move my cursor out of the way, huh? For the sake of the funny animation, I've definitely used Blind Obsession a fair bit of times already this season, but so, you know, I doubt people are like, oh yes, I really wonder what that ego looks like by now, but who knows? Might be some people. There always might be some people. That is another good point. You can't redirect anything. Good to see. You can redirect like that. Okay, hit with like the Nailing Fist, profiling. This actually wins a clash. That's cool to see. Clash that one then. Take this attack then? Yeah, seems good. Okay. Going for another Blind Obsession here, because why not? Otis takes some damage, probably just gets staggered straight up here. Yeah, fatal to Blunt, and he's pretty prone to being staggered, so it makes sense. Ryoshu takes some damage. Ryoshu's actually being attacked twice, unfortunately, but we believe in her. Really rather not have to just spam egos to kill this guy, but so far we're having a little bit of trouble clashing him just because he's annoying like that. Could try spamming Paralysis. We've got like Liger Domain. Paralysis is pretty good against this guy after all. We have to wait for Gregor to actually get a high speed roll, and then we could just, you know, like Liger Domain, just have everyone target a single speed dice, let it get one side attacks off, and just ignore them. Something like that would work. Leo Gregor isn't particularly fast though, so don't know how likely that is to trigger. Okay, let's see. The person's doing something now. We can Blind Obsession it though. Might as well give it a shot. We could actually get some paralysis going with Liger Domain. Not very notably, though, yeah. Oh well, it's still worth it, though, because we're not going to be able to clash everything here. Do this, and can you clash anything at all? Nope, okay. You just hit the body, then. Or is this making use of weakness? Oh yeah, it's weak to blunt, right. That works. Just wanted to make sure. Heads here, excellent. We you know, only lose 10 sanity from this in general, so... Fine by me. What was a stagger in there? I think we staggered one of the random body parts, probably. Oh no, we staggered the head. Cool. Well, Legger Domain gets some paralysis on the body, so that the body kind of gets ratioed a little bit against Faust. And also, this is the other attack the body's going for. This is guaranteed to roll poorly against Faust. Yeah. So it's not too big of a deal. Good stuff. Oh, and that was some good damage from the Moth. So we just go all in on this part. We're making use of the I mean, it's staggered, so of course our attacks are good here. It's weak to everything. But even if it wasn't, head is weak to all 3 damage types, so... would work well. Dissect target. Do we kill you this turn? Hard to say, really. I don't think Mercer is going to do much damage, but Ishmael may do decent damage here. 40 damage? Mercer can do 40 damage, I think, right? Yeah, nice, 45. There we go. Clean enough. We kind of had a rough couple of turns, but we also started doing a lot of damage. And, of course, can never forget the power of Blind Obsession. What do we want here? Charge is a no. Tremor Burst is a potential, but, like, not that worth it. I mean, we probably just take Sun Shower. Yeah. I think that's probably the play. It's the most general use one. It's, like, one of the best tier 3s because of the fact it's not related. It's not based entirely on using a single status effect. Oh, this is a good floor. We only have to do 2 fights. And then boss is the Bull. I mean, Bull is fairly good for us, too, because it's weak to Blunt. We can spam, like, Fluid Sac, Snag Harpoon, like ADD, that sort of thing, just to make sure we hit its weaknesses. It's one of those fights where you probably want to spam Egos anyways, because clashing against it, it's just kind of a bad idea. So that works out. Should be able to do well. Although I guess we will see.
관찰은 끝났습니다. 일발장전.
실수하는 건 괜찮아. 나도 자주 잘못해서 수첩에 모든 걸
Ryoshu's fine. You're like, oh, that's fine, mistakes happen. Ryoshu's not gonna blow up. What are the odds of that?
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
Okay, yeah, we're doing well against most of these. Yeah, okay. Seems good. Ryoshu got better. Ryoshu took a little bit damage, but also healed up a bunch because lethograph. Yeah, because we staggered 3 enemies, so we healed her like 15% of her HP, right? So lethograph is 5%. Oh no, she's got gluttony, so they have 30% from lethograph. Yeah. So that works. Okay, another stagger. More healing, more killing. As you like to see. That guy is also, he's been stagger plussed, so we just kill him, yeah. There we go. And that's looking great. We have to do a risky encounter, scary, but then that's the only fight we have to do this floor, because we're going to get 4 events in a shop. Really good layout for this floor, love to see it. Would also be really good, like, I'm here in a 3 hard, especially. But, like, here, I just don't want to fight fights, because,
오늘도
events
즐거운
don't take
하루를
as much time.
시작해. 그렇지?
That's all it is, really. I like taking the shortest path, usually.
대답 소리가 잘
The shortest path that
들리지
still
않아?
maximizes, like, getting the shop and stuff.
모두 봤지? 방금 그 방법은 적절한 공격이 아니었어. 실수였을까? 아니면 노력이 부족했을까? 방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
생각보다 잘 타는 걸.
제압 개체가 비틀거리는 게 보이네.
Sure, Stacker Malkuth.
이대로 영영
You're doing a great job.
만들어보자.
Thank you for being such a good control team operator, Malkuth, and doing a great job directing our Limbus Company team, I guess. Still very weird Devin as an announcer. It makes sense because they're just, recordings. So,
우리가 우세를
Malkuth could have just recorded. Maybe, like, in canon, these are, like, recordings Malkuth made for the sake of her employees, just kind of, like, be like, yeah, you guys got this, and we just managed to, like, while Purges get, like, a tape of her recording,
끝났습니다.
and then we're just, like, using that as an announcer instead.
기다려.
Although, like, why would Pierre and Jack have a tape in such a situation? Maybe, there's, like, a universe where everything's the same except Malkuth, was hired to do voice acting. And, Limbus Company just used her work, and that's the universe Pierre and Jack were also hired. I don't know. Even with the idea of Walpurgis Night, like, the idea of, like... the announcers are the kind of thing that only, like, semi-exist. I'm not taking Gossip PM. Right? Like... Ooh, this could be scary. You got this. You actually did get this. That's good to know.
하급 임무 추계도 안 되네요.
Okay, leave you. Get your little crit thingy. Yep, nice. Pretty easy.
관찰의 결과죠.
Now we get our shop. We're going to spend all of our cost on whatever. We'll grab the coin, because that's funny. And we will grab... I almost grabbed my outpost out of straight. I would, like, just have it. We'll grab another Deku. We'll throw in a Green Spirit. Let's get some Tremor going. And then we'll Thunder Branch, too, for the sake of Faust. Getting, more Rupture going. Yeah. Oh, ignore you. So we get our little Sinking gift, so we've got more Sinking going. Sinking does exploit its weakness, because it's weak to Gloom. And Illusion to get more damage up on this fight. Alright. Looks good. We need to make sure that we exploit weaknesses to the best of our ability for this fight. Which should be pretty doable. Because you're weak to Blunt, Gloom, Sloth. Okay. Blunt, Gloom, and Sloth. Snagger point will be pretty good. That'll be pretty good. You could actually just perfect the Palm Strike. As far as Blunt, Gloom, Sloth goes for you, I don't think you've got anything, as funny as that is. And you can just Chains of Others to weaken him next turn. That'll work. Yeah, something like this seems good. We one-side you, and you're just going to evade, because you're not going to be able to do anything this entire fight, I don't think. Because, Blunt, Gloom, Sloth, not there. None of your Egos are slash. I'm pretty sure the Corrosions are all also slash for these ones. Another fight where, we would have been much better off if we had Soda instead of Fourth Match Flame. Or not Fourth Match Flame, Force for the Flames. But, that's not that big of a deal. We'll just have to do this with, we have a meat shield, that's the thing. If we ever feel like, oh, we don't have anyone else to deal with this attack, we can just have Ryoshu take it, and then she might blow up, but, like, that's fine. By me. 83, nice. Good damage, do it again, too. Just stacking up Tremor. That's nice. Might genuinely get some Tremor stuff going against this. Which would fit the fact that we did start with Tremor, because this was a Tremor run at its core, for some reason. And Deku is a way to inflict more Tremor count if that gets a little low. I don't even think we've got any ways to reduce Tremor count beyond, the passing of time. So it should be good. Next turn, we'll be able to start actually clashing with you. I think your actual head is weak to different things. Like, it's weak to, I don't remember what it is. I think it's weak to, like, Pierce or something instead. So when that part shows, we'll have to change up our strategy a little bit. Or maybe we'll just have killed you already by then, honestly, if we're lucky. We're doing a lot already. You've been weakened significantly this turn thanks to that, so that's good. And you can holiday. Oh, that works. That's cool. Pretty useful. You could dissect target if you wanted to, but you'd do more damage if you just egoed instead. You can ego. You're just gonna defend. You're gonna ego. You're gonna stack up Tremor, I guess. That works. Should probably just Tremor Burst instead, though, yeah. That works. We didn't actually need to redirect that because Verso sure did not redirect it. That's fine. And unfortunately, this isn't the funny one. Heathcliff Holiday just kind of shoved the bull into the sack just entirely, and it's so funny. This one, I mean, this one is still funny, because why did she jump to space and then show up again? Like, that's a little overkill. Did she just jump all the way to the North Pole and come back or something? That's my best guess, as insane as of a guess as it is, but I don't really have any better, like, assumptions. Did she jump to the North Pole, grab some presents, and then bring them down for the bull? If so, that is very kind. Also, ADD, so we can get some charge, potentially Rupture going? I guess, that is true, yeah, we can get some Rupture count going with ADD. But just keep on attacking with Gloom skills, and we are already attacking with a lot of Gloom skills. We need to build up a little bit of Tremor in the first place, though, which requires Faust to actually do, like, a normal attack. Might be a little hard. But either way, we get more Tremor going here. And we're on top of the Tremor Burst for, you know, getting this guy closer to being staggered. Love Ego Spam. Another Tremor Burst. Love to see it. Is it doing a lot? Not really, but... Oh, Clash Win inflict Rupture count. Can you Clash Win? You actually might be able to. Okay. We're gonna try getting some Rupture going then, because we can. Thanks to ADD. Something like this. We'll have you block for this turn to actually, like, manage it properly. And we'll have you dodge that attack and probably get hit and die, but you're not doing much for the team, so that works well. Like that, okay, yeah. Because the dissect target gets some Rupture count going. Not the most, but it is something. Thanks to, especially thanks to the Thunder Branch and the fact that, you know... Actually, it will be a lot, because we'll just have a bunch of, Shock Discharge thanks to the ADDing. You'll be at, like, what, 30 or something? You're already going to be gaining some Rupture count from just the attacks from Faust, thanks to that being a Gloom attack. Yeah, this will be good. We're going to Rupture you to death. Oh, Faust does need to win the Clash, though, which isn't the most likely. Oh, more of this? What is this capped at, even? Is it capped at 99? Or is it one of those ones that's capped earlier? Probably 99, I presume, but that does feel a little overkill. Yeah, there's 41 right there, so yeah, seems like a lot. Okay, win the Clash, get a bunch of Rupture count going. It's not showing us the number right now, but it is building. Cannot be denied. That is a 5 Rupture count. We don't have any ways to inflict Rupture potency beyond Faust, so don't really know what I was going for here when I think about it a little harder. It's a little hard to stack up Rupture without, you know... I mean, we can stack up Rupture, but we can't really do much with it, I think, that's the catch. Oh, you are showing your head, though, which is weak to Pierce, Pride, and Gloom. Cool. We can Brushstroke that. Okay, you can do something. You can't Clash, but you know you can do something. So we can keep on going for Gloom stuff here as well. If any Magic Bullet works. Doesn't work for Clashing, though. And then Merso can, like, Deku. It's hopeless, but you know he can do it. That seems good. We're just using Gloom, Pride, and Pierce things, and we are... going to stack ADD stuff on you now. Not that it matters, because we're not going to get the Rupture going. And we don't really need the charge. Yeah, this pre-script was kind of poorly thought out, you know, when you think about it a little harder. Oh yeah, this is an ADD. This is a mass stack when corroded. Hopefully that doesn't stagger the people who are about to redirect the stuff from the bull. That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Oh well, we stagger you with Brushstroke, yeah. And we kill the brush too. There we go.
부위 하나가
But yeah, this
파괴되었어.
pre-script did end up just being
그대로
ego
바닥으로
spam against the
나가면
bosses,
모든
but
부위를 파괴시킬 수 있겠지?
that is the optimal way to play ball, especially.
젖지 말고 가볍게
Milk tea, please. Sure.
역시
If you want, you can, have some tea. I'm not one to stop you, Faust. Yeah, more battle pass levels. Let's go. 837. I've got like 800 boxes right now, which is really nice because that means I can burn like 400 of them or something pretty safely. I'm gonna wait till the next banner and then I'm gonna burn like a bunch of them just so I can get more egos uptied because it's so tempting. There's still so many gaps. So yeah, I'll just need to fix the actual stuff for my next run I do. Oh well. Daily extraction time. See if we get anything. Face Sinclair. Alright, anything special? I'd really like, some random 3 stars or something so I can have more threads so I don't spend as many boxes. Because I don't have a gambling problem at this point. I've got a thread spin problem. I've also got a grind problem, me and my 23 modules. Oof. It's slowly building them up. I'm still using my lunacy and stuff. I'm using paid lunacy for it because I'm out of free lunacy because, gambling, but... Promise I don't have a gambling addiction. But yeah, fitting enough run, exploiting weaknesses, exploiting the enemy's heavy armor, using 7 association, all about striking the weak point. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys the next episode.